gentlemen of the press, to thank you for coming. I actually communicated yesterday that we would have a press conference here together with my brother, Governor for Kisii County, my elder brother, James Ongwae. I will first have him go first, but the gist of this press conference is simple. You are aware that the two of us, together with Simbarati, were appointed to coordinate, rather to chair, the Azimio presidential campaigns in this region of Nyanza, in the 6 counties. We actually kicked off the main activities from Thursday. So we did 2 days in Migori County, which in my own estimation were very successful days. We were to move from there to Homa Bay. We will give you the itinerary, the proper program, but it's likely to start the week after this coming week. Then from Homa Bay, of course, we'll go to Nyamira, then we'll go to Siaya, and then we'll see if we can again go back to Kisii and Kisumu. But that is the program of the Azimio presidential campaign Nyanza region or Nyanza chapter. But before we go to that, I will request Governor Ongwae to just take you through the activities that we will have possibly on Thursday. We are expecting very serious guests in this region, more particularly Kisii. That is our Deputy President designate and the First Lady, the incoming First Lady of the Republic of Kenya. So I would want to first allow my elder brother to tell you or give you details about that. Then after that I may chip in kidogo. Then we will get questions and answers. Actually, after it's done, and he's going to speak English, possibly Kiswahili and Kisii, because we have vernacular stations, then I'll also put it in English, and I'll skip Kiswahili and do the... Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother, my chair, my co-chair, and a man I really respect, John. Members of the Fourth Estate, I thank you seriously for coming here. We called you here because we're coordinating the presidential campaign for the Nyanza region. And as you are aware, most of you, we were with you actually. Quite a number of you were here. We were with you in Rongo constituency, we were with you in Awendo constituency, we were with you in Yatike constituency, we were with you in Oriri constituency, and like my chairman has indicated, we are going to move to all these other areas, and the program is going to tell you that program at a later stage. But the most important thing is that our Deputy President designate, Excellency Mother Karua, and the First Lady designate of the Republic of Kenya, Madam Aida Odinga, are going to be in Kisii on Thursday. They are coming to talk to the Kisii people, especially the Kisii ladies, the Gusii ladies, not necessarily Kisii, because there will be ladies also from Nyamira, and any other ladies that are going to come, because we border the Luo side, especially Homa Bay. I think we border a lot of Homa Bay and a lot of Migori. So there will also be ladies who come from those areas. But mainly, the Kisii County government has put up a 350-bed mother-child hospital. It is probably the biggest hospital in Western Kenya. Once it's opened by them, you'll be able to see it. It's a 350-bed hospital. We have also, that mother-child hospital has everything that you can think about the treatment of mothers and children. It has theaters, it has areas where the doctors would be able to see patients and so on. It's a complete hospital. Once a mother comes in, they don't go out. Even diagnostics and everything will be in that hospital. So they are coming to open that hospital for the county and for the nation at large, because that hospital is not only going to serve Kisii County, it's going to serve the entire region. Even at the moment, I have patients who are coming from Migori and Homa Bay who come to Kisii Teaching and Referral Hospital. We also have patients who come from Kisii who come here to Homa Bay and other areas, because the whole area of treatment is just like water. You do not deny anybody. We have also put up a doctor's plaza, a 6-floor unit, which has about 60 offices for doctors. I have about 70 specialists in Kisii in various areas of medical specialization, whether it is in oncology, whether it's in pediatrics, whether it is in all these areas of medical specialization. The problem that we have been having is that without a Kenyatta hospital-like type of setup, it is very easy for those doctors to do private locums. That may be denying our patients proper treatment. So we decided as a county to put up a big unit, about 6 floors, where the doctors would rent from us. Those of you who have been to the Kenyatta National Hospital private doctors units, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. That is also complete. It's going to be opened. It's complete even together with a pharmacy and even a restaurant that will be there for the hospital. So those two are actually going to be opened. Once they do that, they are also going to go, they will go to the stadium. They will go to the Kisii stadium, where they will talk to wananchi. We expect that the bulk of the people that are going to be there, we expect ladies anything between 5,000 and 10,000 ladies. They should be there so that Mama Aida, who we sincerely thank for graciously agreeing to come, because Mama Aida is going to be the chief guest, supported by our deputy president designate, and we expect that the ladies from the region will be there. You may wish to know that in terms of voting patterns for the 5th, because we are also talking here, it's not so much actually the whole process of opening up those units. That's a process that will take less than an hour. The main reason is that we have all come here. We come from the Nyanza region. This is the area, this is the home of our 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. So the bulk of their time will be to talk to the Gusii people and any others that will be there about our President, the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga, becoming our 5th President of the Republic of Kenya on the 9th of August this year. Just about a month to go. So that is what we thought we could tell you. We do hope we will try to talk to the Deputy President to see if she can stick around a little bit in the region, but that I leave to John to see if we can follow that up. I will not be in a position to follow that up. But I thank you very much, John, unless you have anything to add there, or unless they have any questions.
Yeah. Really, I think we don't have to move this again. I think the governor has said it all. He has given the programs. We are expecting these 2 important guests, our incoming First Lady and also the incoming Deputy President. As he has already explained, we were given the responsibility of ensuring that the voter turnout in this region hits 100%. We are not giving any space for any percentage, so we are not mentioning 98 or whatever percentage, 100%. But even as we do that, we are also appreciative of development initiatives that have been done. And I want to thank the governor for what he has done in Kisii. I have not physically seen the facilities, but I've seen the photos and they are impressive. And again, I get very proud because he's an ODM governor. There's been sometimes some talks that ODM governors are not delivering etc. That to me is a clear indication of delivery of service by one ODM governor and many others across the country. So, Governor, first, congratulations. But the main reason of calling you here is to give you a program that on Thursday is going to be a very busy day in the region, largely campaigning for our presidential candidate. There are chances that the running mate may stay over. That will be communicated. If she stays over and comes to Homa Bay the following day, that will be communicated. It has not been confirmed yet, but it's something that we are pursuing. After that, we are going to tell you again the 2 days that our team led by the two of us, will be in Homa Bay County. And we are likely to do 4 constituencies. We have already communicated or in communication with our teams here, the candidates here. The ODM candidates have to be clear, and our county coordinating team, so that we agree on which constituencies we'll visit. We'll do 4 constituencies, and then we'll come back for another 4 later. Again, I want to repeat, the objective is to get 100% voter turnout for Raila Odinga. And number 2 is to try to help also our candidates, more particularly the ODM candidates, to win the seats. I want to end by saying the reason why I'm talking about the ODM candidates is it is the discussion and the agreement that we have in the party that we must try to strengthen ODM to get the seats from this region. So that is something that the instructions and the discussions we've got. You know, the two of us work for Raila Odinga in these campaigns. We don't have any other master. So if is whatever is he says, then we have to make sure we implement. And it's also the best thing to do. So I don't know whether you want us to speak our vernacular languages.
Probably before we speak the vernacular, I would want to pass a message through your medium that all our good ladies from Gusii region, from Kisii County, from Nyamira County, from the regions that are surrounding us, like from Oyugis area, Rongo area, all those areas that are surrounding Kisii, you are all invited to come out in large numbers to Kisii on Thursday, to Kisii Stadium on Thursday for a major meeting. We would want to see in that meeting, we would want to see 80% of the participants in that meeting. We would want to see ladies full up in that stadium. I thank you very much. I will also talk later, probably in my own local dialect. Yeah, but
before we go to our local languages, we have a question that we wanted to know. Recently we heard about the issue of zoning that has also come up with a lot of debate. People are saying, no, we are supporting Raila, and also we should also be given the opportunity to perform. How are you going to handle this? Because we have Jubilee people here, we have DAP people here campaigning. How are you going to handle this?
Don't you think it would have been prudent to finalize this one issue? Then we can answer the other one, because how do you mix those two? Yeah, please. So if you can talk in the local dialect, I'll also talk a little bit in the local dialect. We finish that. Your first question should probably be on that. If there's no other question, then we will answer that. Yeah?
Mokwongo eru kama na inya jo media kumbiro awaluongo uka ge owadwa ma governor ma Kisii County ma ung'eyo miluongo James Ongwae ma bende en ODM governor Kisii County. Nomiwa tich ge candidate marwa kata jachung' marwa madwaro telo ne Kenya ka mabedhi bedo president mar 5 mar Kenya, Raila Odinga, ni mondo wabed jokombe wach mar dwaro kom kata dwaro kura e region mar Nyanza ma oriwo counties 6. Kawuono awaluongo mondo wamiu program madhi mbele. Achiel, ung'eyo ni ndalo 2 mokadho, tich 4 gi tich 5, nyo wan Migori County, kendo nyo wadhi Rongo, Gawendo, Then on Friday ne wan uriri gi nyatike. Kendo watime campaign mutegna ahinya mwadwaro ni mondo ji owuog oko ogo kura 100% e region ma Nyanza, nikech Raila Odinga onyuol e Nyanza ka, ma e dalagi ma nyaka oyudie kura duto tetete kuom joma nyose ndiko kura. Mar ariyo, chieng' Thursday mwadhiye mbele kani, tich ang'wen kata jomoko jo-Catholic tich ang'wen, jo-Adwen luongo ni tich abich, but en Thursday. Thursday wan gi welo modhial ahinya e kaunti mar Kisii ma wabro bedo kanyo gi Mama Aida Odinga, ma bende ema wageno ka Nyasaye otelonwa ni dhi bedo First Lady mar Kenya ka. To kendo wadhi bedo gi jalup jatend piny owacho ka Nyasaye ogwedhowa tarik 9, iluongo ni Martha Karua. Koro gibiro, nitiere gima ne kelo gima duong' to ne en yawo osiptal ma dhi konyo weche mag thieth mag joma mine mayudo nyithindo. To kendo gidhi yawo bende Doctors Plaza moger gi Governor Ongwae kaka Governor mar Kisii. Bang' timo mano, nikech wan e siasa, to koro gidhi go siasa, gibiro bedo e pap lap ma iluongo ni Gusii Stadium. Kanyo ema koro mine, ng'enyne joma mine ma oluongi mondo bi mondo mine ogo mbaka gi mine midewo ahinya Kenya ka ariyogi. Kaeto wan bende wabiro bedo kanyo kwatenogi. Koro mine duto tetete ma Kisii e Gusii region ikwayo mondo chop kanyo, to kata mana mine ma areas machiegni machalo kaka Rongo kanyo kaachiel gi Kasipul bende nyalo riwore kodgi. Koro mano en odiochieng' maduong' ahinya, mano emomiyo ne wadwa ni wamiu program. To matiekogo en ni bang' mano wabiro landonu sama onego wabi e Homa Bay County kaka team ma campaign Raila Odinga. Wabiro biro Homa Bay County ka bende ndalo 2 wabiro miu program no, to gi program mar Raila Odinga mar Nyanza region mabiro bire machiegni. Mano ubiro yudo. To team wani biro dhi mbele gi campaign e counties 6 te mondo wagol voters no. Gima ne wiyabe wilgo ma ben adwa na awach ka en ni wasechako yawo bende secretariats. Nitiere secretariat mar region Kisumu matiyo, to kendo wan gi secretariat nyo wayawo Migori mar county ma Migori, Azimio secretariat. Ma Homa Bay bende oseikore, en ready, kendo Governor Ongwae gi an wabiro yawe chieng' ma wabiro chako campaign ma Homa Bay ka. Otherwise, Nyasaye otelnu, erokamano kuom miyowa thuolo maru.
Jothurwa jo-Nyanza we atem dholuo matin. An nyinga James Ongwae, Governor mar Kisii. Chairman mara John Mbadi oseng'isgi ni First Lady mar Kenya, Mama Aida Odinga, mobiro gi Deputy President mobiro Martha Karua, gibiro Kisii on Thursday. Iluonge dholuo, iluonge tich ang'wen. Obiro kanyo, gibiro tich ang'wen. Adwaro ng'iso neighbors mar Oyugis, mar Rongo, mar Rangwe, upper part of Rangwe, ladies moae kanyo biane Kisii Stadium mondo wago mbaka gi First Lady. Moae kanyo, moae ni adhe, oae Uriri koso? Oae Uriri. En neighbor marwa kaeni. So language no asetieko imenishinda hapo, lakini wacha niongee kwa Kisii kidogo. I hope that we have okay. Esaba gusiba minto esmwai kamwensi abagusi korukisi county n'abagusi ba Nyamira igonde iga no chairman yone John Mbadi otunche na John Mbadi no mosikeo yo minto simbarati otwachore tuwe no president yoito ogocha oyo minto Raila Amolo Odinga koba campaign kotene regional campaign ya Nyanza yonsi engima igobana ondega iganere esa utwale koligerie program y'ebintu bigocha gukorekana ewiki egocha ne wiki eriende toko batebinga omongina first lady we Republic of Kenya korwa after 9th of August eka Raila aire chikula tokumusabira aire chikula mama Aida Odinga amone omoswati omotangani gochikobe deputy president yaito of the Republic of Kenya oyo minto Martha Karua mbache gusi on Thursday obago chagokwana abaswaitu baito bagusi yonsi engima n'abaswati ba Nyanza barabororo ekaro bago ja Thursday yiyo mbaite ikanke utaikana ense yemoiga mbaite nyagitari baigore enyagitari na rosiri ororo eyabangina n'abana ekoro ku Mother Child Hospital ere bitande bwate bitandange 350 beds esabangina n'abana barachi kurwarira nyagitari yiye bwate ki theater ebwate keregento mbaye igore na ende mbaigore nyagitari no nyombe na rosiri y'abanyagitari ekoro ku Doctors Plaza esaba nyagitari bago chikoye guchirumu bakorwarira abantu ese bali mwakire Kenyatta National Store ne bwate Doctors Plaza na intutu arosiri ya mubosongo esaba nyagitari bago chiko koyego banyagitari bali baraba n'abane bali basomero banyagitari baetanirie abanyagitari bande bago chikoyego batochiko bachirumu ese bakorwarira abantu ebintu bibere mbaigore lakini tali biro ko bareta gusimono gende ko bareta gusi obagocha gukwanira aba swati ba minto abangina ba minto kinyaroka kya minto ekya gusi yonsi engima ne area yega ne amate yaito ere yange na gusi gonko baboli abagusi mwensi moje in large numbers on Thursday moje gusi moje Kisii town bago kora kurunyagitari mbagende stadium gokwana n'abantu ba mintororo abangina na ndenge mukutano yoro bwabangina igabangina nko baboli moje in large numbers moje stadium na ende moikaranse mukutano ino mukutano yo wasaja nkora atwaro abantu bande konyora baretiro oro bagwakira abantu eriogi mukutano ndo gutwara riogi rinde lyonse mukutano yo mata yondo mongina mama Aida na Martha Karua bago chigotokwanero mukutano muya tutagete koro mukutano chise abantu bagotera buya bagoteba Raila the fifth bagoteba Raila our next president ebina bitutagete kukuru gusi eliegere gusi to chabumbe eliegere Nyansengi mana into chabumbe tutwale president yeito na bakere mbiyamone sogo ntegerera na ninche nkwane na inwe by Tuesday na ninkwane na inu batebye mbaye program endonge nganga kiego chikoba na bakire mbiyamo nyasa bakonye. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. So maybe quick questions to your question was zoning. Well, let me say it this way. There is a team that is working on the issue of zoning and the fielding of single candidates. We have a council of Azimio, which is already dealing with that matter and looking for the best way out of it. But you see, there are areas where fielding multiple candidates exposes Azimio. There are battleground areas where UDA or Kenya Kwanza coalition also have strong candidates. In our region, it's a bit different. We don't face any threat from Kenya Kwanza whatsoever. But the sibling rivalry within us may pose some challenges here and there. So our case will be dealt with in a different fashion. It's not where we are going to force candidate to step down, in my view, because of a threat to lose the seats. What probably is happening in this region, more particularly Siaya, Kisumu, Migori and Homa Bay, because the Kisii and Nyamira may be treated a little different. Because Nyamira, again, we have to accept that we may need a joint candidate to face off with the UDA candidate. I think even in Kisii, we may need to discuss that. But in these other 4 counties, it is not the threat of UDA or Kenya Kwanza at all, candidates. If they have candidates, I don't know, I've not even heard whether they have candidates, but they must be very weak. So what is here is ODM. The ODM must stamp its authority here. But we are not telling the other Azimio candidate that they are not wanted, that they are not supposed to be here. What we are saying is if you look at some regions, like in Central Province, there is no ODM candidate. We are not fielding candidates there. We are not fielding candidates even in Lower Eastern. Even Bungoma, actually, ODM pulled out, we pulled out most of our candidates. So we are also saying Siaya, Kisumu, Migori and Homa Bay are largely ODM. So either these are our partners, we want to request them to pull out their candidates after discussing with the candidates. Because again, you can't just tell someone, now step down. You have to discuss with them and even to tell them what to expect in the future government, if there is such a provision. But ODM must also stamp its authority in these 4 counties. So that is what I wanted to make clear. And that is something we have discussed within the party. Yeah?
Before
yeah.
What will happen in case some of these candidates, some of them they are saying that they have spent a lot of money campaigning. What if they refuse to step down?
You know, my brother, this thing of talking about spending money in campaigns should not be used as a variable or as a reason to refuse to step down. Because when you get into politics, it is a risk you take. People must spend money. You don't expect to run a campaign without spending money. And what guarantee do you have that if you go all the way to the ballot, then you will win that seat? You will still have spent the money. It's a sunk cost. Those of us who are finance experts, we call such sunk costs. So that should not be the parameter used. But again, I agree with you that there are emotions that get into these campaigns. It is not something that we are going to just wake up and tell them, you now step down. They have to be talked to. They have to be discussed with. Yeah. Yeah, they have to be talked to and asked in a manner that they would appreciate that there is a bigger calling for us. We want to take Raila to State House. That is the most important seat that we are all looking for. Remember, you are addressing someone who has already stepped down. And it's not that I didn't spend money. I spent money. And I also had chances of winning, clear chances. I don't know whether you deny that fact, but I had very clear chances of winning. But again, you look at the bigger picture, and that is the sense of being in a coalition. If you are in a Azimio coalition, then you must go into a Azimio coalition with all your heart. So if you are requested to sacrifice something for the success of that coalition, it shouldn't be impossible. It may be difficult, but it shouldn't be impossible. So they will be talked to, and it is my hope that some will see sense, or majority will see sense, and drop out, so that we don't have this sibling rivalry and fights within our region where we need 100% voter turnout. Yes. I think yeah, the first vote, and I'll come to you. Then I think that should be it. Yes.
Yes, you have said that ODM will stand its authority, especially in the 4 counties of the that is authority of and here the ODM candidate, we are also a candidate contesting on other parties. How are you going to come these other candidates as you endeavor to ensure that ODM gets your seats?
We definitely are not chasing away our affiliate parties. But again, I think I've already answered that question. I have clearly stated that look at what is happening across the country. We are in partnership. We are working together. NAC Kenya has candidates. Jubilee as candidates, KANU as candidates. If you go to Baringo, you will not find any ODM candidate. So we were just asking those our brothers and sisters who are running on other Azimio affiliates that it is common sense. Everybody knows that this region is largely ODM zone. And therefore, we are not forcing anybody, and that stamping of authority is not dictatorial. We are not doing it in a way of chest thumping. I am on record as saying that our candidate must be humble, that ODM must humble itself. And I'm leading by example, by humbling myself today as the national chairman and requesting the people from these 4 counties that we allow ODM to win the seats in this region. Support them.
Thank you very much. Any other apart from that, because I think that has been answered.
Yeah.
Any other question apart from that, please?
Okay, my question was about how long should this negotiation take? Because we are aware that general election is just a month away.
How long should the discussion?
Yeah.
No, that I may not answer. I don't think, I think he can answer that, but there is a committee. That committee is dealing with it. Yeah.
You do know that there is a national committee, so for us in the periphery in this particular area, it's a bit difficult to answer that question. Any other question that, yes, ma'am? Yes, please. We can't hear you, ma'am, you know, because you're fearing COVID. Yeah.
What are some of the measures that you've put in place to reduce the mortality rate and mother-child death rate?
Thank you very much, ma'am, and I thank you for those concerns. Some of the measures that I'm putting in place to reduce the child mortality and so on are like what I'm doing just now. Ensuring that we improve on curative services, but we have also done a lot on preventive services at the local level. We have the community health for volunteers going around to ensure that we reduce. In fact, the child mortality in Kisii is not extremely high, it's not high at all. But I'm hoping that once that hospital is in place, if we do get to curative services, that then we will have taken care of our mothers and children. But ideally, you want a situation where your preventive services is working, and that's where our public health comes in, so that people don't even go to the hospital in the first place. Because some of the diseases that take women to the hospital are actually treatable at the very, very early, or preventable. So the whole area of preventive services is an area that we've given quite a lot of emphasis. Yeah. Thank you very much. Any other questions? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and it has been a pleasure talking to you.